A lot of students ask me about how to improve their listening skills in English. They have tried a lot of different things, but they're just not improving in the way that they would like to, and this is one of their biggest problems when it comes to learning English. Today, let's talk about some ways that you can improve your listening skills. Are you guys ready? Then let's get into it. Okay, so the first thing I would like to talk about today is studying a little bit at a time. And say you only have 15 to 20 minutes each day, that's perfect. There's a lot of scientific studies that show only 15 or 20 minutes of study each day is much better than trying to memorize hundreds of words and vocabulary and grammar every day. Studying around 15 to 20 minutes a day actually has a scientific name, micro-learning. So for example, if you're listening to a podcast or a YouTube channel, anything that you're using to practice your listening for that day, how about break it up into smaller chunks, maybe 1 minute, 2 minutes. Listen to that, get that down, and then go to the next 1 minute, 2 minute chunk. Keep it small and keep it brief, and it's going to be easier for you to retain that information. Okay, so the next thing that you can do is try listening to the same content every day for 1 week. So for example, if you are going to be listening to a podcast episode or a YouTube channel, take one episode or one video and listening to that same video throughout the week. Then what you can do is pick out some words or phrases that you don't understand on those first 2 days. And don't forget to hit pause so that you can really understand what's being said and then go back and repeat that section. After a couple of days, you should be able to listen for those words and understand them when you hear them again. By the last day, you should be able to understand much more than you did on that first day. Also, by the end of the week, listening to that podcast episode or that YouTube video, it's also going to make it easier once your ears have adjusted to those pieces of content to really be able to pick up other pieces of content in English. So try that 1 week, same content focus and see how it goes for you. Okay, so the next thing you can think about is hunting for an English conversation. And if you happen to live somewhere that you can find an English conversation, I want you to take an afternoon and just go out and hunt for an English conversation that you can sit down and listen to. You can search for conversation on a bus, in a cafe, how about in a park? Or if eavesdropping on strangers seems a little strange to you, how about try searching for casual street vlogs on YouTube? Then what you can do is try to pick out words that you have learned or that you are trying to learn and see how much can you really understand. Also, take note of how people pronounce words in different situations. For example, words that are said when you're in anger are going to sound very different from something said very casually or as a passing comment. So really pay attention. Next, try to take advantage of white noise. So if you're like me and maybe you're listening to some music or something in the background while you're doing dishes, this could be considered white noise. We're practicing passive listening when we listen to English white noise. So how about have an audiobook, a podcast, some music playing in the background while you clean your house, iron your clothes, or do any other chore for that matter. Don't pay any special attention to it, just let it go on in the background and then go about your activities. This practice is also going to be very useful to familiarize yourself with the sounds of the English language, and that's going to be most important at this point. So just get used to the stresses and the rhythms of the English language, and don't worry about if you can't understand something or if you're missing some information. That's not the point of the exercise at this point. Okay, the last thing I would like to talk about today is experiment with different accents. So for example, if you're interested in learning an American accent, how about listening to some American news, podcasts, American TV series, and try that out for a month until you can really get everything down. At the end of these 30 days, your ear will have gotten more used to hearing these sounds, and it'll be a lot easier for you to understand more English like this. You might have some trouble listening to some English accents the first time you hear about them, and this is normal, so don't worry about being perfect. The more you practice, the better that you'll get. Me as a native English speaker, there's a lot of different accents that I can't pick up right away the first time, and I'm sure it's gonna be the same for you, so just practice makes perfect. Keep thinking like that, and you'll be fine. Okay guys, I hope these help you out. If so, please leave a like down below and share this video with someone else that you think it will help. Also, if you're interested in learning more ways to improve your English listening, how about check out this video right here. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you in the next video. See you.